Hey folks, Randy Gold, Tribe Maker Man here with you today. I knew it wouldn't take me long to get out and try out this new rod and get back to fishing again. Went down to Laurel Hill Lake down in Summertown, about a 95-mile drive from here. Just hoping to catch anything. Didn't really care what I caught. Got down there, water temperature was 76 degrees, clear, beautiful day, a little bit of wind, not much. Hoping to catch some bluegill. Well, I caught a few tiny bluegill, but I got into the crappie, which was a good thing. I bought this rod to catch crappie. That's its main intent, although it's a great bluegill rod too, but it's an excellent crappie rod. I got into crappie single pole trolling with the rod in my hand, and I got up on a pile of crappie. It was a massive school, probably, I don't know, there's hundreds in that school. Unfortunately, this camera's constantly freezing, locking, recording with no audio. Think it's recording, it's not recording. So when you get home, you got 3 fish on the video. I caught a lot of fish. I've inserted 2 sonar images into the video. You'll see what I was trolling through, and you'll see where I was casting at the very last of the video. There's only 1 fish there, but that was where the massive school was at. And I just cast to them. There was a tree there, and I'm sure there were plenty in that tree, but they were out from that tree too, quite a ways. I would count down to where I thought the fish were at, anywhere from 15 or 12, something like 7, 8 feet down to 16, 17 feet, something like that. Start my retrieve, and bam, they were on. Trolling, I want you to pay particular attention for those of you who are interested in getting a high-end Maberu rod to crappie fish with. It's just like these rods were made for crappie. You'll see when I'm trolling there, at least in one of the shots, you'll see this rod tip, and you'll see it just start to load up, and then it just continue to load. The crappie's on there. You don't have to set the hook, nothing. He's on there. A big part of that reason is this rod. I had that rod spooled up today with 2-pound test Varivis Sight Advance. I can't put a link to that in the video because this orange color I've had for about, I don't know, 7, 8 months, something like that. I couldn't find it anywhere anymore. Now they're selling, it's the same line, but it's in a lime green color. At 3-pound test is the only one Digital can sell, and I can't find anybody else that's got it in the orange at 2-pound test. I use this 2-pound test specifically because this rod is rated max at 2.5. Certainly don't want to get in a situation where I overstress this rod. The rod performed flawlessly as I thought it would. It's got the smallest guide set I've ever had on a rod. The last 5 guides, 6 guides are 3mm guides. That's I've had some 3.5mm, but these are 3mm, and that's tiny. That's very tiny. Also, I used a Daiwa Gekabin hook jig head. Of course, all this is in Japanese. This is number 6 hook, which it's a little bit different design. I'm including a picture of that in the video too. What I like about these jig heads is this hook is sharp. I mean, it's needle sharp. A crappie chomps down on that, he's hooked. And plus, if you can see that, and you'll see in the picture that's going to be on the video, these hooks have these jig heads have a large eyelet, which for an old man who has trouble focusing and looking through multifocal lenses, it's great. It's easy to tie one of these, much easier than tie jigs here that, they're micro jigs that have the small eyelets. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if you're a young man, but boy, I tell you what, the older I get, the harder it's getting to see, even though the vision's corrected in 2020. That's just the way it is when you get old, folks. This happens to be a 1-gram jig head. They make them in 0.5. I think they even make them in 0.3. And I will include a link to these jig heads for those who may be interested in buying them. They're quality all the way, there's no doubt about it. They're expensive, about 76, 77 cents a piece, depending on how many you order. Of course, you got to include the shipping in there, which is going to raise the price, but if you order enough. But anyway, is it practical to fish with these? Probably not. I lost one down there at Laurel Hill. That's 75 cents gone, which that's okay. But if you're out fishing and with the sonar images, you'll see where I was trolling through. I was lucky I only lost one. You know, you certainly don't want to lose 6 or 7 of these a day when you fish 3 to 5 days a week. That wouldn't work out too well. But anyway, it's high quality stuff. It's just something I wanted to try out, tell folks about. You know, you judge for yourself whether you want them or not. As I've said many times, you don't need all this gear to catch fish. You can catch fish on any gear. You can catch fish on $20 worth of gear, all the fish you want. This gear just makes it a lot of fun. It's just enthusiast tackle. It's something that you want to collect. It's something you want to do. If you're into that, and I am into that, so that's what I do. But I by no means want to ever give the impression that you got to have this stuff to catch fish. You do not. You do not. I had a bison colored trout magnet on here, which fits on here just fine. Trolling along, I had it tipped with my little piece of what I call artificial egg sac, which is the Berkeley Power Wigglers. I do not like using scents, the spray-on scents. They're messy. I just don't like using them. And there may come a time when I don't use the little bitty Berkeley Power Wigglers, the ones I cut into small pieces. Sometimes I may go a year, use those, and may stop using them for a year. It's just, I don't know. It's just, do I think it helps you catch fish? Maybe. It certainly makes them hold on longer, that's for sure. I believe that. But I don't think it's really an attractant. But I do think it gives them, you know, makes them hold on just a little bit longer where you can get a good hook set if you're having to set the hook. I hope you enjoy the video. Gonna be more. If you don't see any videos for a while, it's which I'm hoping that don't happen. I'm gonna try to figure out a way not to make that happen again. This camera, it's giving me fits. I don't know. I'm gonna be on the phone tomorrow with GoPro instead of going fishing. And they're either gonna give me my money back, or they're probably gonna want to send me another camera. I'm gonna try to talk them out of that. If I get my money back, I can go to Costco or REI, and if I want to stay with GoPro, because it's got all the accessories for the GoPro, the external power, the cases, the everything, and I get a camera from REI or Costco that don't work, I just take it back to them. I don't care if you take it back 5 or 6 times, they'll take it back, and you finally get one that works. They're not a bad camera, but you know, they put out they got problems with their firmware, and some of these cameras can handle external power, some of them can't. This third camera, first one had no audio, the other 2 can't use external power on them. So we'll get it worked out. But anyway, going to continue to do the videos, and we'll figure out some way to get that done. We'll get a camera doing something somehow. But anyway, hope all of you are out fishing. Hope you're catching fish. Hope you're having fun. And as I always like to say, sore lip 'em all, and life is good. Well, folks, I'm down here at Laurel Hill today. Gonna try out my new rod. Try out these new jig heads. See what we can do. That's a crappie there. That's a crappie right there. That's a crappie. That's a crappie. Yes, sir. That's a crappie. And I don't know. First time using this rod, but I think it's a good crappie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. 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 Well. Okay. All right, folks. Here's the first good fish on the ice cube. Pretty fair crappie. Pretty nice. He's legal. That's crappie there. I think. I don't know. I think. Yeah, it's crappie. Another crappie. Another decent crappie. Not the best, but it's giving me workout with this rod. He's a girthy fish. Yeah, that's nice crappie. What we got here? That's what I thought. It's a massive school of crappie. Massive school of crappie. Ain't much size to him, but